one. The white one. And the white one. This one green. I want green. I want green. I want white. I want green. Black. I want that. I want that. This is sensation. I'm a soul. I'm a bit soul.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports.
Yeah.
It's the Texans.
You gotta win this time. You gotta win this time. You gotta win this.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is
on
on the
you.
air. Tonight,
I
it's
didn't
the
find
AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Houston Texans
You got
taking on the
you got
Pittsburgh
hands on.
Steelers.
So strong. I'm so strong. You got so strong. So
Hello,
strong.
everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports alongside Charles Davis.
Thank
I'm
you.
Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
How'd you do this?
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along. They're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking to throw. Meredith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Meredith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road to playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Here's Stroud. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stroud. Finding room at midfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks looks like right at the 50.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 18. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Stroud looking to throw.
Mommy, you need to help.
Underneath to his running back, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We're
talking about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right
spot.
What? He had that eye down the entire time.
Okay.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right
there. Going forward.
Force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out. And the Texans will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Oh, you need to go to bed. You need to lay down. Say your prayers and lay down.
That makes the score 7-0.
Down, baby.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this nearly 25, just a little pass there.
God bless.
26. And the Steelers
everybody
set to take the field.
The whole world.
They're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion
every time,
right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, the champion. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Stay right there. Yes, you can. Or go get in your bed. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Give me a pillow. Give me a pillow. I know you want to be with Daddy. I'm playing the game right now. Chick-fil-A right here. Chick-fil-A folks right here. Come on.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff.
No, get the green one right there.
Out to the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Stroud to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like
I didn't do nothing. Right here.
So they'll get 8 out of that.
Stop whining. Stop whining.
And it'll be second in a couple.
Just
Yeah.
about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield
This is what we do.
before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Slot man goes in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Go to sleep.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll run on first down. Woodson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Operating from the gun, Meredith. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season. A lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's complete to Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And the wrong nigga.
Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Meredith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down in.
Obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Try! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Meredith eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well,
extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Looking left sideline.
Get the fuck out of here.
And out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Huh?
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack on 1st down, Stroud, a throw left sideline, falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
Oh, my God.
Powers through him. He's going to be brought
What
down
to say,
in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
let's remind
report.
Everybody
Coach.
what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens matching up against the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Slot man moves right. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, Stroud toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Looking to throw. Stroud under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Play action. Stroud now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game. And this is good.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, man.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47.
This team, fucking 95 overall. I can confuse with that.
Set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
They're going to audible to something they could beat me in. That's crazy.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Stroud. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Fumble that.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA.
Got 1 quarter.
Back now here on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's
man, we need 35 points, man. We need 3 more touchdowns in this 4th quarter. Come on, y'all.
As this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Come on, you got to catch that.
Incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Meredith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And here comes the Texans now. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Stroud sets up the play action.
Look at that shit, man.
Oh, he's got a man wide
All that shit blocked up. Come on.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
Can't beat a 95 overall. I ain't nothing but like an 88, 89. God damn.
The touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Need a miracle.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able
Can't even get the ball off, Joe.
Offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personed.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got off.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback.
They fumbled or picked or something. God, hey.
And he brings us past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2
These niggas still passing.
Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep.
Well, that's our pick right here.
Here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns.
Went after the wrong man.
First downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Meredith, he's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Meredith. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's 1st down. Operating from the gun, Meredith. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Needs 1 stop, y'all. 2, come on, got 3 timeouts. 1 stop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And this game not quite
ain't got a turnover all game.
Take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
Oh, my fumble.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Yeah! It's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Fuck that. Let's do what we can do. Let's do what we know how to do. Score.
1st and 10 here. Now a give right side. Woodson. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, he dropped it.
And it falls incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone.
Oh, no.
Come up with it.
Oh,
that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And this pass
come on, y'all. Now y'all not going to catch it.
Time there, and now fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he still got 3 timeouts. He still got 3 timeouts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fuck.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Shoots past him. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. For the touchdown. And in the
oh, they be cheating like shit.
Just about seal it. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
That'll do it, fellas.
So now the Steelers down by 2 touchdowns. 50 seconds to go. He's going to let it fly. This crowd has stayed with him throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a 1st down. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Meredith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Oh, shit.
As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now whistles here, and they might have been a little too fired up to go after the punter. So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a 1st down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.